Good afternoon. This is that one guy broadcasting from sunny Holland and saying thank you for 100 subs. I am very thankful that you guys think that I know enough of what I'm talking about to subscribe and or think I'm entertaining enough to subscribe. That's not why I do it. I do it so that people can enjoy themselves in KSP and have a slightly less frustrating time with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an unrehearsed mission. I have never done a mission like this before, except for, well, kind of. I'll explain it in a minute. Which is a rover then to land on Eve, and I really hope that one parachute will be enough. So that's what that whole mission crux is on. As previously mentioned, never tested this particular launch setup before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut out and put a little music on, and I will meet you in orbit. Alright, and we're back. Now, you may have just seen me get rid of that space debris, but that's because I kind of got dozy on the controls, and I would have made the flight so that it wouldn't have generated space debris. I really do not like space debris. Now, let's see. We should be roughly in position to grab up this target, so let's go ahead and add a maneuver. And we're going to extend this. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Somebody at the door, and here we go. Let's see. Oh boy. We're going to have to wait for a few orbits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Space Center, and I'm going to go ahead and give you a grand tour of my personal file. So here's what we've got. I've got a couple of space stations in my personal file. This is the most recent one. Hi there. One gal just sort of over my shoulder right now. This is just a pretty simple station construction. It was one of my first files in this one that has the complex orbital construction. I've got 2 probes on relatively comparable places on Duna and Eve, so that you can at any time compare the two in real time. Fuel Station Alpha is a slightly lower complex station that allows for SSTO refueling, which is what I've been working on for a while. I'm trying to make an SSTO big enough to cart up enough fuel to fill up one of these things. So far, not having the best of luck with it, but this does hold an insane amount of fuel. Then, let's see, the only other things that I've got out right now are the Duna rover, which is a broken rover on Duna because I failed at the landing. And then we have the Eve Explorer orbiting Kerbin. Cool. So let's go ahead and wait for a couple of orbits, because as it sits, intersect Minmus, which is throwing off all of the calculations for the Eve intercept. So one thing that we can do while we're waiting is we can go ahead and give this mission its official name. Oh, no you don't. You're going to let me click that thing. Got it. Of course. Ha! There we go. We're going to rename this vessel. Number 1 is a rover. And because I have a very, very bad sense of humor, we're going to call this the Dora 1. The Dora 1 Eve Explorer rover. Can you spot the scientific things going on here? Great!
Now say it in Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish.
Neither do I.
Darn it. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's add a maneuver. Sweet! And extend it out. Yes, and we should probably go ahead and set Eve as our target. Yes, yes, we should. Alright. Come on, come on. Son of a... Oh, give me a second. What the hell? Come on. That's not cool. Sitting there won't target anything. One thing I will mention, because I feel the need to fill the space, this game has come quite a long ways from when I started playing it a little over a year ago. There are now planets, and there weren't. There are now landing parts, and there weren't. And most importantly, there are now wheels, and there weren't before. Let's see what kind of... Okay. The heck? Right then. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and just bump this either back or forward or something, because I feel like we're close. The other thing is, I remember when they first added the new planets, they had the system for tracking. Okay, so I feel like I'm getting closer. They had the system for tracking when you would have an intercept, but only if you actually fired a rocket out that way. So you had to mathematically kind of like hold a protractor up to the screen. It was very archaic and very funny. Oh, dang it. Stupid little moon. Alright, hopefully that did not screw the pooch on it. Oh, it did. That is exactly where I need to be. Crap, son. We're gonna wait for another orbit because this duder needs to move out of my way. Alright, I finally have a close enough intercept that I'm just going to adjust once I get into solar orbit. Mid-course correctionary burn. That I am now going to go ahead and create a maneuvering node, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to burn on that. One thing that was a massive setback was the moons of Kerbin, in that they got in my way. So if that ever happens to you, just speed up time like I did, throw a ship on the pad, and just compress like there's no tomorrow. Alright, sounds like fun. I'm going to go ahead and start this burn right now, and I'm going to throw on some music, so enjoy that. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, and we're back with very little fuel remaining. I was hoping to equatorialize this, but whatever. So now we're going to slowly approach. We've got 15 hours until we do stuff. And here we go. We're coming in. We're coming in. We're coming in. Oh, goodness. We are really picking up speed now. I guess that's a bit more equatorial, and as long as I don't land in one of these oceans, which hopefully I avoid. Oh, that's going to be hit or miss, and that would be a terrible end to this mission. We've landed the rover in an ocean. Quite. I don't know exactly where the atmosphere starts, so I'm going to go ahead and align myself when I'm at 150,000 meters above the planet. Because I don't want to burn this thing to a crisp. Oh wow, that is a thick atmosphere. I should know this because I've already put something on here before, but let's go ahead and see if we can't. There we go. That makes much more sense. Where does the atmosphere start on this planet? I really don't know, and I probably should. Oh, okay, yep, there it is. Cool. Definitely should have ejected that earlier then, but such things as these do happen. Well, considering the fact that we're screaming in right now at 4,000 meters a second, well, 4,000.5 meters. What? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? We're already slowing down. We haven't even been in the atmosphere for like oh boy. All I have to say is thank goodness that actual damage is not on this. Because we are going to be nice and crispy. And quite. I'm actually really struggling to keep the heat shield pointed down right now. And our G-forces are probably going to go ahead and destroy this thing anyways. As long as I can keep this thing pointed down, we're going to be okay. Come on. Oh no, we are within a tolerable G-force. Awesome. That is just some impressive fire, I'm not gonna lie. The main reason I'm still talking is I'm not going to take my hand off of the keyboard to hit the mute mic button. Okay. Coming on down. Coming on down. Alright, and as we see, the atmosphere isn't really thinning out, but it is sort of slowing us down a lot, so that's good. I'm hoping that when I deploy my parachute it won't rip off from the rover, because that would be another terrible end to this mission that I didn't really think through that well. So now that we're out of the danger zone, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mute and put on a little music, because this part of the descent takes a while. Alright, and touchdown with our phenomenally broken rover. Good job, that one guy. Oh. Wow, I am quite impressed. This thing still works, even though somehow I broke four of the wheels. So now we have a modestly functioning rover on Eve. Yay! Let's get some scientific data before I wrap this up. Temperature, hot. Gravity, lots. Lots of gravity still. Pressure, a lot. This has been That One Guy. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for watching.